right, guys, WMAP, World's Most Amazing People. I got Coach Darian Snead is going to be with me the whole show, and he's got a call right now. So let me make sure this works. I got Coach Darian Snead. Are you there, Snead?
I am right here.
All right. Do I have a caller on the line? Is there a caller on the line? Caller, are you on the line?
Yeah, hello.
Great. Okay, you're on with Coach Darian Snead. All right, finally got it figured out. Thank you.
Oh, that's good there. Yeah, I'm wondering why Coach Snead hates our president so much. I hear him talking all kinds of stuff about the president. He's just trying to make America great again. I think he's doing a fantastic job. Why does the coach not like our president?
Okay. Snead?
Now, first of all, I think it's a fair question. And listen to me. You said two things. You said hate, and then you said dislike. Make no mistake about it, I don't hate him. I want to go to heaven. Make no mistake, I don't hate him. Now, let's get to the second thing you said. Dislike him, I dislike him with every being in my body. Okay? I have seen no evidence of him trying to make America great. I think he is a divisive human being, and I don't think he's a good human being. And I don't think we took him getting into the White House to find that out. If you follow Donald Trump...
They sound the same. They all sound like this.
What do you mean?
That the president doesn't want to help. The president's a divisive person. He's a bad person. He does bad things to people. And no, he's a good man. He's trying to keep illegals out of the country. That's what we need. We need to take care of America first.
But, sir, if I could stop you for a second, you said something. You said they all say something like this. What did you mean by that?
What was that?
You said your first thing that you said they all say something like this. Who are you talking about?
All the Democrats.
The liberals, you're saying, and Democrats.
Trump, everyone just hates Trump. They're all just jealous because Obama's not president anymore. It's a bunch of nonsense. He's doing good for this country. The economy is great, and the crime is being cleaned up. And so he's taking care of the MS-13 people. He's doing good things.
All right. Well, the beauty is that we can disagree, and I know, Coach, you're going to disagree. I'll let you take it.
Yeah. I don't know this gentleman, and what we can't do is make this thing personal. The data does not say what you're saying. Okay? Because you said a bunch of things. I want to say again. I want to reiterate. I don't have any hate for Donald Trump. And I promise you, I know about this democracy quite a bit, and I'm not jealous that Barack Obama is not president. Anybody in their right mind understood that he won't going to be the president after 8 years. So there's nothing in my heart has anything to do with my discontent with the president, with Barack Obama. Okay? Prior to him being elected as president, okay, he wasn't a good human being. The history of Donald Trump is not a good human being. So I don't have a problem. Let me finish, because we listen to you. Let me finish, sir.
Caller, you hold on. Let him talk about your point, and then I'll bring it right back to you. I promise I'll give you equal time. Snead, go ahead.
What I'm saying to you, he has a pedigree that's not rooted in being a good person. And when you talk about the Trump University, when you talk about the Trump vodka, when you talk about the background of Trump as a business person, he hasn't been a quality human being. So you talk about the borders and you talk about keeping illegals out. That's a fine line with me, okay? Because America is rooted and founded on illegals. So it's a process. I truly believe any and everybody should follow that particular process. But I find that we're putting our finger on one population more so than any other. That's the Hispanic population. If they don't belong here, I don't want them here. But it's a right way to do that. Crossing the border is a misdemeanor. Okay, it's a misdemeanor. And we have people who will advocate for shooting them. We have people who will advocate for taking their children from them. And as far as the crime is concerned, it's no different than a damn speeding ticket.
Yeah, but that's not what this gentleman is saying, I don't believe. Sir, what's your name, by the way? The person calling in.
I'm Jimmy from Rocky Point.
Okay, Jimmy from Rocky Point. Now, you're not saying that, right? How do you answer what Snead just said?
No, Jimmy is saying that. Jimmy's saying the president.
It all sounds like a bunch of sour grapes to me. My tax return looks really nice this year. I got a little extra money, and I think the president is doing good things. He's doing good things. He's helping. He's trying to help the right people.
Well, who's the right people? And are you saying because he's saving you money that's why you like him?
Yeah. I got more money in my pocket. Of course, I'm happy with that.
But what if he's not a good person? What if what Snead's saying is true?
He's helping good people. There's never been a politician that's been a good person.
Well,
There's never been a politician that was a good person?
Never, not once.
Well, let me tell you something, Jimmy. In life, you're going to hear people say things that are stupid. I just did. Because first of all, Jimmy, Jimmy, we have to realize that you haven't met each and every politician. That's a grave, dark generalization you just made. I venture to say you haven't met.
Politicians, you talk to them all. They're all the same. If problems on all sides. That's why Trump is shaking up the system. He's great.
Okay, and you're entitled to that. I don't think he's great. Do I think he's shaking up the system? Yes. Do I think he's great? No.
Snead, can you tell me something? Why you think he's a bad person? And Jimmy, I want you to tell me if that makes someone a bad person. Snead, go ahead. Tell me why he's a bad person. Something he did.
Casey, I don't know where to start, and I don't know where to end.
Just give me one.
The policy to build a wall.
Okay. All right. So he wants to keep people out. Oh, go ahead.
No. It's bigger than that, Casey. It's bigger than that. First of all,
he's creating jobs. He's keeping the illegals out. It's all good things.
Casey.
Yeah.
You build a wall for less than 12%. Less than 12% of the influx of illegalized citizens. Okay. You ran on a ticket of hatred. And so I've been around long enough that you hear the hatred and ignorance in Jimmy. That don't make him a bad person, but it's in him.
Well, it's his opinion. Everybody's got their opinion. It's,
Right. But he's entitled to his opinion, Casey. Let me tell you something. But you can be wrong. You can be wrong now, Casey.
Now, if you would have chose that example of when he said, "Yeah, I grabbed her by her what," that right there, I would say that's a person that I would not like to spend my time with, and I think that's a person that needs help. That's a person I need to pray for, but I don't like him.
But Casey, if you listen to Jimmy, he's unconcerned with that.
Yeah, Jimmy, what do you think about what he said about the woman? What do you think about that?
It's locker room talk. Everybody talks like that.
That's not logic, Jimmy. You wouldn't. Would you do that? Would you talk about that if you never did that?
He's a funny guy. He makes me laugh, and to me, that's a good person.
But okay. Do you have daughters, Jimmy?
I have 2 daughters. Yeah.
Okay. Now, if someone was speaking about them in that way, how would you feel? You're a respectable guy, right? You're a man's man. How would you feel if someone said that about your daughter?
Well, it depends. I raised my kids right. Is my kid a whore?
All right. Okay. He's all right. All right. I guess I could see his point. But Snead, what would you think about that? I see his point.
Look, I don't see his point at all. And regardless of whatever angle you try to take, we get away from right and kind and being good people and good people. And we always sprinkle something in that. And so listen to Jimmy say selfishly, I got a good return, so that makes him great.
Yeah,
but that doesn't.
Yeah, that turned me off on that one a little bit. But Snead, hold on a second. So let me try something real fast here.
I love my guns, and I love my president. I think he's fantastic.
You take that, Snead.
He says he loves his country.
And his guns and his president.
And his guns and his president. Well, let me tell you this. I have a distinct love for America, and I raised my right hand to defend the Constitution of the United States of America, so I prove that. I don't have no love for no guns. I don't love them. I have plenty of them. I can blow a bigger hole in somebody's behind as anybody else. But I'm not in love with them. Okay? I'm not in love with them. Now, when you say I love your president, I do not. Now, let me tell you what I do love. I love the chair of the President of the United States of America. I love the possibilities of that. I love the change of America. I love the amendments of America. I love the evolution of America. America being an evolution makes it great, not the hate and the ignorance that your president operate with. Okay? He's a moron. and he proves that on a constant basis. Okay.
All right, and hold on one second, Jimmy. I'm going to give you a chance to rebut, but I want to try something I never did here before. I'm going to try and get one more on here. Hang on tight. Okay, now I got 3 people on? I got Snead, I got Jimmy. Anybody else? So we got Snead and Jimmy here. Snead and Jimmy. Who's here?
I don't know.
Snead and Jimmy.
Caller sounds smarter than Snead.
All right, you know what? You guys are fine. I'm not taking anybody else because this is interesting. Now, what he just said was, Jimmy, why don't you repeat yourself for Snead to answer that?
Say what now, Casey? I'm lost a little bit.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I want to take this other person. There's people calling in like left and right, and I can't take that many. I have 8 phone lines, and I'm trying to get them on to these 2. But anyway, that's a technical thing, which I got to have someone else. This you guys are, and there they go. There's more people calling, but you're disagreeing with Jimmy because you're saying he said before about his tax return. It's selfish. You said he likes the president for selfish reasons.
I like the president because he's keeping the country safe. He's building the wall. He's putting money back in Americans' pockets, and he's doing all kinds of good. None of the good that the liberals did back here in the Obama days, where the country went all to hell. It's so much. Things are great now.
Snead, are things great now?
No, absolutely not. First of all, this is the worst education president in the history of America. That's proven. That's documented. His education policies, his practices, his budget cuts. This man just cut the Special Olympics. And so while you want to build a wall and while you advocating for the money in your pocket, you can keep my money and give it to the Special Olympics. And this is the guy that Jimmy is supporting. It's proven that he stinks as an education president. It's proven that he cut Special Olympics. It's proven that he cut teachers' deductions in half. The people who give back the most. So the data is proving that this guy is not what Jimmy thinks he is. But Jimmy is on this selfish hiatus, and if it works for Jimmy, it's good. And so, I think Barack Obama operated a little bit in the I am my brother's keeper. I think he was friendly with some money as far as policies is concerned. And me personally, I'm okay with that, Casey. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with Casey Armstrong losing his job and my job helped take care of him and his family. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that. Okay, that's what America is. It's not a selfish, capitalistic, far right country where you get, take. Give me all my money back, Jimmy. It's supposed to be helping one another in its policies and its education.
Snead, Jimmy, you think we should be helping other people, or we should be concerned about ourselves? Look out for number one.
Oh, you gotta take care of yourself first. How are you going to take care of somebody else? You can't take care of yourself. That's basic logic.
Okay, all right, I can see that. Snead, do you see what he's talking about there?
No, not at all. Because Jimmy he didn't say he took care of himself. He said the president did. So I'm telling you that his VA benefits were cut. His contribution to the Veterans Administration was cut drastically. You look at his administration, and here's a guy that lost over 60% of his cabinet. There's something's wrong with that, Jimmy.
Yeah, all right. I got to move on, guys. So Jimmy, I want you to respond, and then I'm gonna let you go. But thank you for the call. Go ahead, Jimmy. Let me know what you can respond to Snead about, and I thank you for that call. There's about 50 people waiting to talk to Snead.
Look, the president is a good man. He's doing good for this country. He's bringing jobs back to. He's bringing the coal back for goodness sake. He's bringing jobs to America. He's putting money in Americans' pockets. He's making America great again.
All right, thank you, Jimmy. Let's go. Snead, I still got you, right?
Huh?
I still got you. All right, let's take our next call. Jimmy, thanks for calling. You did not agree with Jimmy, did you?
No. And let me tell you something. The data also proves, not my numbers, Casey, I can't make this up, that he hasn't helped jobs stay here. 3 different companies and said, I'm going to make sure they stay here, and every last one of them left.
All right, guys, I think I got your next caller on the line. You're on the line with Coach Darian Snead.
Hey, let me talk to Coach Speed over there. This is Billy Coffey, Belrose, New York. I'm going to straighten him out right now.
Okay, Snead, you on?
Okay, Billy, straighten me out, buddy.
All right, first of all, I'm going to convince you and change you into a Trump supporter when I'm done talking to you. All right, there, Coach
Okay,
Snead?
give it to me. This should be good.
Okay, first of all, this wall, you're right, it's stupid. It's not going to work. We don't need a wall. What we need is a moat. We dig a giant hole. It costs less. We throw some alligators in there, some syphilis. No one's coming over here then. Am I right, Snead? Are you in there with me, Snead? Are you following this?
No, Jimmy. Let me tell you why.
I'm not Jimmy. I'm Billy. Jimmy was that
Billy,
other
I'm
guy.
sorry, Billy. I'm sorry. I do apologize. Billy, let me tell you why. Okay? And I just had this conversation with a guy yesterday who thought we should shoot the people that came over.
No, I didn't say nothing about shooting.
That's a little steep right there.
But I'm saying, if this is the greatness in what you say, we don't have to build a moat, Jimmy. We find a better, a humane, a civilized, a life-giving way to operate this country. Not when you're great. You don't have to do that when you're great, Jimmy. You think about everything that's ever been great. No, Jimmy. You think about great. Jesus Christ was great. Okay, heaven and earth. He didn't operate that way. Now you take on earth. Muhammad Ali was the greatest. He didn't operate that way. You think about everything that's great. They never operated in an inhumane way. They didn't have to.
Muhammad Ali didn't have to fight 40,000 Mexicans every 6 hours.
You're taking me out of context. You're taking me way out of context. What I'm saying to you is, America does not have to step into an inhumane way to defend against a misdemeanor. Let me tell you this too.
Hold on, Snead. Hold up. Let Billy respond to what you said.
Okay.
Well, you say misdemeanor. It's more than just a misdemeanor sneaking over into this country. That's considered.
It's a misdemeanor, Jimmy.
You're trying to undermine our government. You got to come
It's a misdemeanor, Jimmy. You can put any title you want to put on it, but the reality is it's a misdemeanor. Okay,
it's a misdemeanor to come into this country illegally. Where is that?
It's a misdemeanor, Jimmy. Now let me tell you something, Jimmy. Be careful, Jimmy, when you say you're trying to undermine the country, because I'm telling you, if you check out the descendants of this place, this greatness, 60% of the people you come in contact with have some family that undermined the government. Come on, Jimmy. So we got to be careful how we throw that stone.
Coach, I hear what you're saying, but first of all, you got to stop calling me Jimmy. I'm Billy.
Jimmy, come on. All you guys look alike anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't say that.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. Come on, man.
No, but I understand what Coach is saying. This country's built on a foundation of immigrants. My grandparents were immigrants, but they came here legally. They didn't sneak in through a back door. We got to do it properly. We got to do it right, and that's all that Mr. Trump wants to do. He wants to make it so that good people come in here that are vaccinated, that have some sort of a skill, that have somewhere to go. They have a plan. They know what this country is about, and not just sneak it in here to pick vegetables and clean off our tables, because that's not what we want.
Well, Billy, you're wrong, because it's a large amount of people in Arizona and Texas who do want that, and said the influx of migrants help that crop grow, help that labor force. And I don't know, but I truly believe it. But I'm saying we have to find a way of high morality to do such that. And I appreciate how you're explaining it, but that's not your president's motive. Okay, let me tell you something. Donald Trump cares about Donald Trump. And if you think he cares about anything else, you're an idiot, Billy.
Oh, come on. Well, Billy,
and look, I say that with no disgrace to you as a person. I'm telling you everything about Donald Trump. If you do your research, it's been about Donald Trump. Okay, about Donald Trump. Donald Trump don't care about America.
What about that, Billy? What about that, Billy?
I don't believe that at all. I think Donald Trump cares about America a lot. He cares about a lot of things. He cares about America. He cares about putting up a wall. He cares about pretty women. He cares about paying people off.
Wait, stop. Did you say he cares about pretty women?
Of course.
We'll give you that idea.
And Billy says he cares about paying people off. So I'm going to agree.
Look at that beautiful woman. Who would kick her out of bed for eating crackers? Not me. She is beautiful, and people give her a hard time because she has an accent. She's an immigrant. She didn't sneak in here over a wall. She came in properly. So Donald Trump. Donald Trump knows about immigrants. He knows about pretty women. He knows about buildings. He knows about anything you could put in front of him.
Oh, Snead, I think he's got you in checkmate right there. I mean, come on.
This man has
I'm listening to Billy, and I'm agreeing with Billy. And if that's who he wants to run his country, if that's where he want to put his credence, credibility in, then so be it. I do not.
Hey Billy, Billy, hold on one sec, Billy. Can you give me one thing that the president does wrong in your estimation? One thing that he is not doing right.
Yes, I can. He has done a lot of things wrong. First of all, what he's done wrong is he's allowed people to manipulate and push him around, not following through with what he's promised to do on his campaign. This wall should have been built months and months ago. He's got to stop pussyfooting around, and he's got to put his front foot forward and start finishing and executing everything that he promised to do, and not being afraid to do it because of the repercussions and all the backball that's going to come through all these other news outlets that just don't like him because he's Donald Trump.
Snead, your rebuttal.
I have none. Clearly Billy doesn't understand our democracy. He doesn't understand checks and balances, and the people who voted for him and thought he would just go in. We oftentimes give the president too much credit and too much blame, okay? Because there's something called Congress, and all this stuff that Billy says he shouldn't pussyfoot around. Well, he can't do it, Billy. He can't do it. The law won't allow him to do it. And I'm going to tell you, I don't think he really fully understood that. I can't prove that, Billy. I don't know what Donald Trump did or didn't know. But clearly, Billy, he can't do what you just said. Okay, there's checks and balances to keep him from doing that. And that's one of the things that does make this country great. So no fool can run off half-ass and do what they want to do. I said the word, Casey.
That's okay. No, and I think both of you have something important to say here. Look, a lot of us think that the president come in and does whatever he wants, and it's almost like a dictatorship in a way, because the president is the one that calls the shots. But in fact, that's really not the fact at all. He's got to get so much approval from all these different houses, and it's almost like, you know, when you elect someone and there are two bodies two groups that will not help him. Even his own people will not help him. So none of his stuff is going to get done. And now he's resorting to some other unethical ways to get it done, which I think will piss a lot of people off, including myself. And I'm sure Snead is too. What about the way he's trying to get this done, Billy?
That I can't comment on because, to be honest, I don't know where he thinks he's going to get the money from. He did make that quip about, we were going to have Mexico pay for it, which everyone really enjoyed. We thought it was funny, etc. But as far as where the money is going to come from, that's a big issue. I do know that there is money within the government that we do waste and throw around. President Obama did it as well. He wasted money. I mean, come on, he spent $221 million for the Palestinian Authority right before he left his presidency. So there's money there. So where it's going to come from, I don't know. But it's there. We're the richest country in the world. You put people to work, they'll want to build this wall. I'm sure there are plenty of people. I think you could hire these people who want to come into this country to build that wall, and then we could put them in some sort of a program where they're back in this country the next day, and then they're building it for our side. There's lots of things that we can do.
Snead, that's not outlandish, is it?
No, not at all.
And that makes sense. I mean, that right there is the most constructive thing I've heard so far, is that he's saying you're getting these workers over here and they're doing a job and getting them set to do the next job. So, the people that we need to build this separation, it kind of, like the whole argument kind of falls on its face, doesn't it? Because you need these people, but then you want to kick them out.
We got to bring them over here. Look,
Casey, let me tell you something. If you know anything about Donald Trump's character, it's a fluff.
I've heard his character. I know he's not. He's not you, Snead. He's definitely not my mom.
It's a fluff now. He is not concerned about this wall as much as people think he is.
It's about. He said it's about what he was going to do, and it's a personal slight to him if he can't do it. It's his ego.
Let me tell you what else. Also, the people that supported him, okay, he ran on a ticket of some confusion. He ran on a ticket of some hate. He operates in a window of white supremacy.
Well, let me stop there. Let me stop right there. In all fairness, you said he ran on a ticket of hate. Is that when you say with the wall? Is that transferred into hate? You mean? And
Casey, the gentleman attacked women.
Yes.
He attacked veterans.
McCain. Okay, yeah.
He wasn't the only one. He attacked Hispanics. Okay, he attacked people of color.
When?
Casey, list of examples will go crazy. Look them up.
All right,
I'm telling you.
All right, next show.
But he did this.
But he wasn't in charge of like the Tuskegee thing, and I think that was funny that the guy before mentioned. I think he was referring to the Tuskegee experiment in Alabama years ago.
I missed that. But if you listen to him, and you listen to his campaign, he operated in hate, and people supported that. Okay, it's easy to hate people. It's very, very hard to appreciate them, to respect them, to extend them, to open yourself to them. And so you have a lot of people supporting that because it's easy to do.
Billy, do you support hatred?
Do I support hatred?
Yeah.
Only for the people I hate.
Okay, but seriously.
Do I support hatred? Well, hate is a great motivator. We got to be honest there. There's nothing that motivates people more than hate.
And that's an honest man, Casey. He's telling you the truth.
Angry.
Yeah.
People are mad because they write letters to companies because they're angry. How many people write letters to companies because they're happy with the service they get? Mm-hmm. There's got to be a huge disparity between those two numbers. So hate can motivate to do great things. I know that sounds like an oxymoron, but hey, it helped us to motivate to beat the Germans, right?
Yeah, Snead, you agree with that, won't you?
I won't.
No. Why not?
I won't. No. Hate never motivated me to do anything.
No, not you personally. He was saying that hate is a good motivator, and you agreed with him.
No, I didn't. I did not agree with him. I said he's telling you the truth.
Oh, okay,
He's being honest with you.
Okay.
Where a lot of people won't, I think Billy was honest with you.
Okay.
And he ran on a ticket of hate, and a lot of people jumped on that hate bandwagon. It's easy to hate. It's easy to be listen to this. It's easy for me not to be where I want to be socially, financially, okay, and to blame somebody. I listen to people who blame Hispanics, blame immigrants, and they don't even know it. They don't even come in contact with it. But they're not successful. They don't have the money they have because of them. We listened to Jimmy, who was on the phone call. He got a bigger return, and that return was because of Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing something to make sure I have the return I have. But for every Jimmy you find, I can find 10 people who say the return wasn't as big.
Right. Billy, what did you hear what Jimmy said before about why he likes Trump? He said he likes him because he got a better return.
Yeah, that guy Jimmy sounded like a bit of a mook. I mean, to like someone who because I got a better return. That's very basic. To be honest, I didn't get a better return. I got less money back this year, but that's not why I vote. I don't vote my pocketbook. I vote for I think this guy's going to do the best or this girl's going to do the best for us. I don't care what color he is. I don't care what sex they are. I don't care what religion they are. I want what's best for everyone. Because you know what? I may not agree with Coach Snead, but I want the best for him. Because if he succeeds and he's successful, I'm going to be successful. And if we're all successful, then hey, what are we fighting about?
I think that's a very, very, very big and important thing that you just said, Snead.
Yeah, I think Billy brought it home.
Yeah,
makes pretty good sense.
Yeah,
pretty good sense, Billy, and it's appreciated.
I appreciate that too.
We can disagree, and still have respect for ourselves and our households and America.
Yeah,
that's the key, Coach, right there. Respect for one another. I don't have to like what you like, but I'm going to respect it. Just like my wife's a Mets fan because she's a dummy, but I respect and
so Casey, now if we bring that home, okay, let's bring that home.
Yeah.
Our president is not a model of respect.
Okay.
I have to agree with you, Coach. I do have to agree with that. He is a bit of a loudmouth street talker, but I do think he has our best interest at hand for the most part.
Yeah, that's something you guys are never going to agree on, but I appreciate how you guys are both putting your ideas out there, and you're both absorbing each other's, and you're trying to speak civilly with each other, and that's what's beautiful about this country, man. This is why Snead went out there and fought for us. I mean, so we can do this stuff, and I think there's no better example than having you two on the phone, two polar opposites, two polar opposite opinions, but yet we find common ground in the fact that we respect each other for being honest.
That's right, Casey, and I want to thank Coach Snead for dedicating himself and putting himself on the line, fighting for this country. And if anyone has the right to voice his opinion, it's him more than anyone else. And I want to thank you, Coach, for that.
Well, Billy, I truly appreciate that. You can tell this man operates in greatness. even though we disagree. And it's a difference, Casey. It's a difference when you talk to people and they disagree but have a genuine respect for life, living, and people, and then people who don't. And I think we've had 2 phone calls and we've seen both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, I agree. Guys, I can't thank you both enough. We're out of time here. Billy, thank you so much, man. If you can email me at kc@wmapradio.com. I want to send you out a book. We're going to be re-releasing it pretty soon here. And Coach Snead, I'm glad to have you back tomorrow. Same time, 6 o'clock. We'll be on live with Snead. You can call him up. 2 gentlemen, thank you guys so much. I will talk to you tomorrow, guys. 103.9, 94.1, the Bud in Orlando, Florida, 96 countries on WMAPradio.com. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Gone.